So a very good afternoon to all of you. So I again welcome you to another lecture on electrical machines. So I will carry on from the last lecture, that flux phi equals to B times A. Okay, now have a look at this. If we go into the details of B, okay, then you will easily see that B is nothing but MMF type times MMF divided by reluctance. Okay, so I would like to scroll a bit down. Have a look at this. This is A, it is same, and mu into Ni. So mu into Ni is MMF, yes, and MMF is divided by reluctance. So we will get flux. Is it clear or not? I think it's clear. Yes, this is flux. Good. And no, mu naught Ni is MMF. This is multiplied by A will give you flux. Now, coming back to the next lecture. Now, the analogy. And this analogy is very vital, or I can say very important. V, ampere and resistance. Clear? Voltage, resistance, current. Here it is MMF, flux and reluctance. So I would like to discuss some very important things. Yes, because this analogy has to be discussed, and this has to be discussed in details. First of all, look at the expression of resistance. Rho L by A. Reluctance L upon mu A. So we can say that resistance is basic property of a resistance depends on resistivity, and resistivity is basic property of a material. Just like in reluctance, mu, permeability. Yes, the property by virtue of which the component permits magnetic fields to pass through it is termed as permeability. Clear? Clear or not? Okay. Second, a very important thing. Now we have force, MMF force, that is N into I, similarly as EMF. Clear? Now the reluctance will depend on the area. Obviously it will depend on the area, and similarly we can say about the value resistance. Resistance will also depend on area of the conductor, whereas reluctance will depend on the area of the core. I think I am quite clear. Okay, next. Now, one more thing. The series and parallel networks, they also play a very, very important role. For example, if we have an air gap, so obviously air gap will have a certain length. If the air gap is more, it means the length is more. I think I'm sounding quite clear. The air gap is more. So when the air gap length is more, that is L upon mu A, and considering the same area A, then we can come to one conclusion. The conclusion is that the reluctance of that air gap will be more. Okay, So now for the same flux to flow, if you want a same flux to flow, then obviously we will need a larger magnetizing current. Is it clear or not? The magnetizing current will be large. Clear? I think this is quite clear. That's why if you look at the machines, in the machine there is an air gap. Pardon. Whereas in case of a transformer, the core is there to connect the two windings. So the requirement of, therefore the magnetizing current required to set up the flux will be higher in case of a machine as compared to a transformer. I think I am quite clear. I am sounding quite clear and okay. Next. Now let's come to statement number 1. I have discussed this thing, that F is obviously estimated in ampere terms. Now I would like to discuss this analogy. If these are the curls, if the turn is like this, have a look at this. This is the turn. Then we will curl the fingers along the direction of curl, and the fingers, the thumb, will point in the direction of flux. So from two wires, we can very easily comment that if the wires are connected in are magnetically coupled properly or in an improper order. Clear? Okay. Next. Okay. Now, a very important thing, the understanding of the BH curve. We all know that I have shown you the BH curve in the class, that as the value of current increases, okay, as the value of current increases, the magnetic field will increase. BH curve, or you can say the phi and I curve. As I increases, phi also increases. Okay. So you can very well comment that MMF, that is Ni. Okay, so that's why it is I, and phi, which is the resultant. So they will have a linear relation, but the linear relation is only valid till the saturation point. That's why I am discussing the non-linearity of permeability. But after a certain time, it will start to behave in a non-linear manner. Okay, clear? I think it's quite clear. Okay. So when we reach the saturation point, then we can conclude one thing, that I think it is very important to understand that if there is a certain increment in I, then it will lead to, if we want even a small increase in B or flux, then we have to increase the I many times. I needs to be increased many times. Is it clear or not? I think it's clear, quite clear. Okay. So in today's lecture, I had started from the basic concept of flux, MMF, magnetic field. After that, we discussed the analogy between magnetic circuit and electrical circuit. Then we studied the BH curve. Okay, I would like to discuss this thing more BH curve in the next lecture. Thank you and have a fantastic day.